What's up, Roxstars? Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to decide, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Is this beauty blender? This is the original beauty blender, which costs $20 at Sephora, at Ulta, at Planet Beauty. Anywhere you go, this is $20. And I want to know, is it worth it? Now, I must say I have used it before, so I kind of already know the answer, but I want to show you guys on camera, and we can you guys can kind of talk about it and decide with me. So I don't want to make this video too long, which is why I've done a lot of my makeup ahead of time. My eyes are done, and I also want to tell you that I've done my primer as far as my face goes. I've used the Professional from Benefit, which I highly recommend. I love this skin primer. It's perfect for before you do your foundation. Makes your skin so smooth. And then the other products I have on right now as far as my skin, my foundation makeup, is I have Tarte concealer under my eyes, along my nose, up here a little bit, and then luckily I don't look too green. I blended it in pretty well, but you might see a bit of a green hue to my face, and that's because I use a green color corrector, and I believe this is from Maybelline, and I use this on my cheeks, around my nose, on my chin, and I suffer from a lot of redness, so for me the green is the way to go. So I have my foundation on my hand right here. I mix, here's a little bit of a darker color and a little bit of a lighter color. I usually mix the two together. I just want to have that, I wanted to have that ready to go. So with the beauty blender, let's just break this down for a second. Okay, so it is a sponge, and it is supposed to be used to blend your makeup, put liquid foundation on, and it's mostly for foundation. Like, I wouldn't recommend it for like trying to use on your eyes and eyeshadow and stuff. Beauty Blender recently came out with some, I don't even know if it's recently, but just when I went into Sephora, they had a whole different variety of them, like a whole section of beauty blenders. They had a black one, they had a tie-dye purple one, they had a, the Professional one, they had this one, that one, and to be completely honest, it's getting a little confusing for me as the consumer, and I just went with the original. I figured better safe than sorry, better go with what is the most popular and what I know, and for this video specifically, I feel like this is the one that people buy the most. I will also say, finally, good job on upgrading your packaging. I really like this packaging. They have updated it in the sense that they now have this kind of silver top on here. It says Queen, and it just overall is a much sturdier plastic. The other packaging that the beauty blender came in was kind of this flimsy plastic, not much going on with it, and for the price point of being $20, and for something that you can't keep forever, that eventually you do have to throw away, it's not like a makeup brush where you can clean it and keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. I mean, this you can clean, but let's be honest, after a couple of months or so, you're tossing it and you're ending up having to buy a new one. So with that being said, good job on updating your package, Beauty Blender. I think it was definitely time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. We're not gonna go into the directions or anything like that. This is not a Beauty Blender tutorial or like a complete product review, but we're just gonna see how it helps the foundation go on. Now, I will say, because I've used it before, one key step that I have to mention and show you, and what I truly think the key to this product is, and how it differs from other sponges and makeup brushes, and the reason why this works so much better than the rest, is when it's in combination with this. When you dip the beauty blender and you squeeze it in water, it doubles, triples in size. And then you squeeze out the excess water. Oh, I just spilled. Usually I would totally do this just like in the sink, but for video purposes, I'm doing it with a glass, and I'm totally spilling water everywhere. But now look at it, it's so much bigger. And something to do with the combination of having water inside the beauty blender with the texture of the sponge and then with the makeup, the whole trifecta. It's a trifecta, people. The trifecta is the key. This is why it's worth it. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, this expensive $20 sponge, because I'm gonna say that $20 for a sponge is expensive, okay? It's kind of expensive, and for people like me who don't have $20 to throw around in the makeup store all the time, yeah, it's a little expensive. So I will say that I wish that Beauty Blender would sometimes go on sale. I feel like they never go on sale. They're always $20. And do I think that's a little bit too expensive? Yes, but I bought it. And I would say that I love the way it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this on my hand a little bit and blend those two foundations together, because that's how I roll. If I don't have the perfect match, I make the perfect match. And even though it might not be perfect, don't come for me. And then what I'll do is, now because I have some on my fingers, I'll just kind of put it there, and then I'll take the back of my Beauty Blender, and I will say it's sad once I get it dirty for the first time, because it never goes back to the way it once was. But you guys, look how much it's spreading it. And this is why I love the Beauty Blender, and this is why everybody loves the Beauty Blender. I have not gone back for more product. There's still a bunch on my hand, probably too much at this point. But it just spreads it all around, and it blends it. Like, you're not going to be streaky because you're not moving in a streaky motion. I'm just gently dabbing it, gently patting it. And it truly just puts the foundation where you want it. And it makes it look just airbrushed on. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can really see. And I might even turn the ring light on. Let's see if the ring light makes a difference as far as like how you can see it. But this is why I would say that yes, and I like the shape because then you can flip it and you can get underneath the eye. And I honestly, it moves the product around so much. I think I put too much, and now I like don't even know what to do with all this product, all this foundation. I'm just gonna have to blend it out. I'm gonna turn the ring light off because it is washing me out, and I want you to see the color. And there goes all my redness, there goes all my, anything I was trying to hide, it is now hidden. And I just wanted to show you the Beauty Blender with foundation because, whoop, wrong way. This is really what I use the Beauty Blender for. Okay, I had to take a quick pause because somebody called me on my phone. But I just want to say that overall, yes, the Beauty Blender is, one last time. The Beauty Blender is expensive, but is it worth it? Yes. It's worth it because when you use it in the trifecta with water and liquid foundation and you dab it on gently, it makes your foundation go on so nicely. Other things I've used in the past are those little triangle sponges. I also really like this Morphe brush. This is the Morphe R6. I would say that this is what I use if I'm in a big rush and I really just need to get it on there. But this brush, you know, it just takes a little bit more to clean and everything, keep it clean. So overall, to say, is the Beauty Blender worth it? Absolutely. Good job on updating the packaging. It makes you feel a little bit better about spending that $20. And if you're a beginning makeup artist, if you're an existing makeup artist, then you probably already know, but I will give this the Roxy seal of approval. I do recommend the Beauty Blender, and I think it is great if you are using liquid foundation. If you are a simple person with makeup and you just use a little bit of powder and a little bit of lip gloss, then don't invest in a Beauty Blender. This is if you're using liquid foundation on concealer and maybe some contour and you really want to blend in cream or liquid makeup onto your skin. This is what you need. This is what you need. I do recommend this. But that's going to be all for this video. I hope it helps for some of you who might have been curious about the Beauty Blender. And yeah, because I definitely was for very many years and I was just too stubborn to buy it. And then once I did, I regretted not having it for a long time. So I'm just cleaning off my lips. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and maybe I'll show you guys a final look. But if you guys are not an official Roxstar yet, click that subscribe button and you can become an official Roxstar. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care of yourself and love yourself. Bye, guys.